So this is going to be another movie review. This one's called Camera's Closet, 1989. I'm giving this 5 out of 5 stars. You know, right off the bat, that within the 5 minutes, Tab Hunter gets decapitated. This movie doesn't mess around. It's got a very extremely good looking white woman named Mary Ellen Mel Harris. The flat chested white woman who dresses up like my cousin does back in the 80s. She's wearing those kind of clothes that my cousin liked to wear. She still does. And her face is incredible. Her chest is incredible, or lack thereof, I should say. So this is about 10-year-old Cameron Lansing. He's got the telekinetic abilities like that movie from the 70s, Fury. He can move objects with his mind, but unfortunately, Tab Hunter, his dad, the research scientist, is dabbling with the Necronomicon, and consequently, his son Cameron brings up this ancient demon from the bowels of hell to hide in his closet, hence the name Cameron's Closet. So the demon decapitates Tab Hunter. Tab Hunter tries to go in the closet with the machete thing, and he's got his head peeped up in the attic. The demon just pushes him on top of the machete. Pretty cool stuff, and a lot of what do I want to say? A lot of the critics of this movie say that the special effects are really cheap. The blood looks fake, but actually, Carlo Rambaldi, who did the special effects for this, also did E.T., Alien, Deep Red, Profondo Rosso, in Italian, King Kong, Close Encounters of the Third Kind, Dune, and King Kong Lives. I thought the special effects were great. The gore was great. The second victim is Cameron's mom's boyfriend, who absolutely hates Cameron. The demon just burns out his eyes, throws him through the window, and he lands on a car. Another great scene. There's a scene that gets a lot of attention with Cameron like crawling backwards on the wall and the ceiling, kind of like Exorcist 3, toward the ceiling fan. Another great scene. So by this time, the psychologist, the very hot-looking Mel Harris, she's asking Cameron all kinds of questions like, what happened? What did you see? That kind of stuff. And he just says, well, it was dark. I couldn't really see anything. And there's this cop guy who happens to be seeing the psychologist because he's having bad dreams along the lines of the end of the movie. So people call this a low budget B movie, but I don't see it that way, seeing as how the special effects were done by the great renowned Carlo Rambaldi. Do these people even know who Carlo Rambaldi is? I doubt it. Anyways, getting back to the movie. So there's this detective guy who's having nightmares that are remarkably similar to the end of the movie. And so he goes to see Mel Harris because his boss, the police department, makes him go see her. And at first he's skeptical. He thinks he can take care of himself, blah, blah, blah. He just says he's not interested and he leaves. But then he sees her again because he's at the scene of the crime for the second kill, which was the mom's boyfriend terrorizing the little kid, and then the demon burning his eyes out, throwing him through the window, landed on a car. That scene. So she shows up to ask Cameron questions, and Cameron's very elusive. So she and the detective developed this kind of close friendship. I wish it would have developed more. I wanted to see her naked, but there's plenty of gore and special effects in this. And the demon is pretty cool looking. Then the professor who was helping out Tab Hunter trained Cameron how to be telekinetic, psychic abilities, kind of social hermit boy. He ends up trying to help the boy, but then his face bubbles up and he falls down the stairs and dies. The detective's partner ends up dying somehow. I forget how he dies, but he decides to poke his head in the closet, which is a big mistake. Every closet where Cameron goes, even when Tab Hunter got decapitated, he moved in with his mother and her boyfriend. Some other house, the demon follows him into the closet at the new house also. So kind of interesting take on the monster in the closet story, with the demon from hell going directly from hell to this boy's closet because he has some kind of special mind tricks. Anyways, pretty cool flick. I love this movie. It's great. Highly recommended. I'll try to see if I can find the trailer and or the movie itself on YouTube if it's available, because this is a definite must see for any fan of 80s horror. I'm reluctant to call it B movie or low budget. It did get a very limited release in 1989. It was shot in 1988. Wasn't sure what year to use, so I defaulted to the next Netflix year, 1989. And I had a pretty good night. I got about 9.5 hours of work in. I thought I was going to do more than 10, so I took a early second meal break, anticipating that, and got a bunch more food from the cafeteria. I got peach pie. I got some more buffalo sauce. I got rice and cute turkey. The breakfast bar didn't taste too good to me. It was kind of like oatmeal taste, so I took a couple bites and threw that away. So I figured out how to stock up my freezer again. Just go to the cafeteria at night. There's tons of stuff there. Not as much as before, when they had those giant refrigerators full of food, but still, I can get 3 or 4 items, and I'm back in business. So the free food is going to help to save me some money if I can only keep this long hours going at my second employer. In addition to the free food, I'll be in good shape heading into August. So I delivered first-time customer in Menlo Park. She lives in an apartment, and she's like talking to her friend on her laptop or whatever. She said, "Oh, I tried ordering online food for the first time." So, and then she goes, "And it looks really good." I'm assuming she's not talking about the boxes. She's talking about me. I'm not really interested in hooking up with my grocery customers, but grocery delivery customers. But she was a very attractive, younger Indian woman, shaving armpits, wearing a tank top, and it's nice to know that some women still find me attractive. Very few, though. And even though I have no interest in dating right now, just hoping and praying that my best friend went to Washington, sell her house and move back here and marry me, which is kind of probably have a better chance of getting struck by lightning, but I still want to go for it anyway, which makes me kind of crazy about her, I guess. Anyways, that was kind of interesting, intriguing to see a woman actually take interest in my physical features. Too bad she didn't text me later on. But then again, it's probably better if I just wait for my best friend to come around like I promised to her. I wouldn't be dating any other women while I waited for her. Her unemployment runs out this month, so maybe I'll see her next month. You never know. People grow older, even though they've got long distance friendships. There's always a possibility that they can come around later. Who knows? She hasn't had a man in her life for so long. It's inevitable that she's gonna crave for that at some point, I guess. At least that's what I'm hoping for. I'm crossing my fingers. But yeah, Cameron's Closet, great film. Highly recommended. Check it out. And like I said, I'll try to post links in the description box. The only actor that I'm familiar with in this movie was Tab Hunter, who's in it off and on for like 10 minutes. He has a scene he has a couple of scenes towards the end, which are pretty cool. Dreamlight sequences and whatnot. So, cool flick. Very impressed. Laters.